Christian Broadcasting Network, which is so full of shit, it almost makes Fox look legitimate. CBN, Christian Broadcasting Network. And before I share this with you, see, this is where the liberals and the Democrats and the progressives and the people who can still think are going to be defeated through media, through the absolute rape, and I use that term fully aware of what it means, the rape of information that is occurring now. And when the Christians get a hold of it, it's over. But not only will they have social media, but these scum also have all sorts of broadcast outlets. Now, I can remember a few years back when several FM frequencies around the country came available for purchase. And they were snatched up. Oh, my Christ, they were snatched up like, I don't know, like walking into a Dunkin' Donuts when they just took a tray of hot donuts out. Just snatched up by the Christian religious nutcases. And as a result, the airwaves for the past 5 years, the airwaves have been saturated with this insane Christian bullshit. I don't know if you've checked through your radio dial lately, especially your FM dial, down near the lower numbers. If you do, you will hear hour after hour after hour of this religious bullshit that is being put out there as propaganda to absolutely destroy the vast majority of Americans who are ignorant as shit. The vast majority of Americans' ability to think and reason. If you ever want to be just absolutely shocked, don't go to Alex Jones. He's fucking insane. Go to the Christian end of the broadcast dial. These people are, I wouldn't call them insane, even though their belief system screams insanity. But I don't know what to call them. Aliens, I guess. Fascist aliens. They have fascism in other parts of the universe. Maybe they do. And these ugly bastards have landed here on Earth and bought up a lot of FM frequencies. I don't know. Anyway, David Brody, who is with the Christian Broadcast Network, he is a devoted supporter of Trump, almost to the point that every time I see Brody approach Trump, honest to God, I expect Brody to drop to his knees and grabbing at Trump's fly, trying to get, you know, it's that bad. He's also a reliable promoter of religious right leaders and the horseshit that they use. Anyway, or the horseshit that they spew. Anyway, today, on the Christian Broadcast Network, he used a story to warn against the threat of this imaginary blue wave that's supposed to happen this November in the elections of 2018, which is not going to happen. You know it as well as I do. He wants to warn against the threat of that blue wave and, quote, what that could mean for the faith agenda. Faith agenda? And the Trump administration. Faith agenda has come to mean fascism. Faith agenda. I don't have to get into some one-sided oration here about faith, real faith. But what these Christian devils are putting out there is not faith, it's mind control. It's fear, it's loathing, it's hatred, it's contempt, it's disgust. Brody was talking with Ralph Reed. You remember him, the baby-faced Christ killer. You remember Ralph Reed. He said if Democrats take control of Congress, quote, they're going to move to impeach the president. There's no question about it, end quote. Well, fuck yes. What? I mean, isn't that why impeachment is included in the Constitution? If a president commits high crimes and misdemeanors, isn't he to be removed? Brody also spoke with David Lane, a Christian Nation activist. This is one of those fuckwads that believes, I don't know what he believes, that believes that this is a Christian nation somehow. I don't know how. Maybe they put a sign on the front yard, Christian Nation. I don't know. But this asshole, said, we are really clear about what we are doing. There is no hidden agenda about it. We are trying to restore America to our Judeo-Christian heritage and reestablish a biblically based culture in America. Do you know what that means? That means these fuckers, first and foremost, want to go back to slavery. They want slavery. They want to take the colored races and enslave them again. That's what they mean about restoring our Judeo-Christian heritage. These sons of bitches 250 years ago used that Judeo-Christian bullshit to convince black people, black Africans, this is your lot. You are to be slaves. It says in the Bible, slaves, don't fuck up, honor your masters. This is what they're talking about. If you're an African American, arm up. I'm sure you already are. Because that's what these sons of bitches are talking about. And this reestablish a biblically based culture in America. Do you know what that means? A biblically based culture is the culture that existed in Europe in the 7th, 6th, 8th centuries. The Dark Ages. The horrible shit. Where disease was a curse from God. Where witches were burned at the stake. That's what these people want. The fuck am I yelling for? As if somebody's going to listen to this bullshit, right? Anyway, back to Brody, this asshole. He warns that those Christian America dreams, what I just described, to this sick fuck, those are dreams, that those Christian America dreams could be squelched if Democrats win in 2018. He said, quote, evangelicals see Trump implementing that agenda so far, but after 2018, it's anybody's guess. What agenda? The return to our Judeo-Christian heritage and the establishment of a biblically based culture in America. Biblically based culture also means to rape women, to drag as many women as you can, a man can get his fucking hands around, drag them someplace and rape them because they're just bitches. And when they're finished, when the man is finished, the Christian man is finished raping the woman, stuff her in the closet and go get another one. And then stuff her in the closet and get another one. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about Solomon. They're talking about David. They're talking about these Old Testament figures who had thousands of women enslaved and stuffed in the back of the castle where they could be fucked whenever David or Solomon or any of these old world prophets felt like getting a little. This is what they're talking about. Brody also gave some space to political operatives who suggest the Republican Party should do even more of what he called the care and feeding, appropriate term since we're talking about a caged beast here, the care and feeding of the conservative evangelical base. The conservative evangelical base. I have come to the point where I see that demographic as animals, mindless beasts. Boy. And he quoted Dave Carney saying that liberals, that's you and me, I guess. I used to be a liberal. Liberals are, quote, motivated by their blind hatred of the president. End quote. Well, that's true of some of us, and some of us, you dumb fucker, are motivated by a respect for the Constitution. Woohoo! But the Constitution doesn't mean shit in a biblical America. Oh, and Republicans will have to motivate a higher evangelical turnout this year, quote, to overcome what's building on the left. Sounds like they're talking about the rise of Nazism when they're the fucking Nazis.